Hello, Commissioner Mr. Potocnik, honorable ministers, distinguished guests, good afternoon. On behalf of the Mediterranean Information Office for Environment, Culture and Sustainable Development, I would like to thank you all for being here today. Actually, your presence is an honor and also an encouragement and a valuable source of inspiration, as we perceive your presence a clear demonstration of your interest and commitment in joining our efforts to combat marine litter. Also, we are extremely fortunate to be members of a highly motivated team, the Marilisco team, who has taken up the challenge to raise public awareness, facilitate dialogue, and promote co-responsibility among the different actors towards a joint vision for the sustainable management of marine litter in all European regional seas. Within Marilisco, we are working on the science-society interface, focusing on developing, implementing, and evaluating mechanisms to enable society to understand the impacts of marine litter, engage and empower stakeholders in order to identifying the viable solutions, and eventually to trigger and facilitate concerted actions to address this complex issue. It is a fact that there are still uncertainties and knowledge gaps related to marine litter, specifically on amounts, their fate into the marine environment, as well as their impacts. However, despite the variations in methodologies and discrepancies on specific results, it is widely accepted that both the levels of marine litter and the rate of input into the oceans is rising. This is enough evidence to trigger concern and a call for action. Having said that, I would like to stress that the past few years there have been circulated in the media some statements about quantities of debris and effects that are completely misleading and not supported by scientific evidence. Within Marilisco, we have committed to deliver and communicate clear messages to society based on sound scientific evidence and findings. In this sense, one of the key initiatives of Marilisco was to set a clear picture regarding marine litter in each of the European regional seas through a comprehensive scoping study. Understanding also how people perceive the problem of marine litter is crucial to address it effectively. Marilisco has carried out an extensive survey in 16 EU member states, targeting more than 3,800 key stakeholders, from designers, manufacturers, retailers, and even the wider public. And this actually provides a baseline report, a snapshot of individuals' perceptions about the quantity, causes, and consequences of marine litter, the perceived risk and responsibility, as well as their behavioral intentions to engage into solutions. In order to inspire action and enhance the notion of co-responsibility of different actors, through concrete examples and feasible measures, Marilisco activities focus also on the identification of best practices related to prevention, reduction, removal, and sustainable management of marine litter. Therefore, a pool of over 70 practices collected from all over Europe have been developed and evaluated through a comprehensive methodology, taking into account criteria such as effectiveness, sustainability, and replicability. And tomorrow you will have the opportunity to hear more about this activity from our colleague in the conference. Another key cluster of Marilisco activities has been the development of 12 national fora. The first one has already been held in Dublin quite successfully, which provide a platform for a structured dialogue between the key stakeholders on developing solutions together. Enhanced awareness and deepened understanding of the issue of marine litter is crucial for catalyzing change in the perceptions and attitude of people, and the key prerequisite for more informed decisions and responsible individual behavior. In this respect, one of the main target groups of Marilisco has been youth, as powerful agents of change in society, not only because they represent the next generation of consumers and decision makers, but often they can inspire and influence directly the behavior of their families and even their close communities. A series of activities have been undertaken, including a cutting-edge educational material on marine litter, translating sound scientific evidence and findings into key messages and information, which are to be produced in more than 10 EU languages, an attractive and hopefully an engaging exhibition that you're about to see, as well as an interactive web-based game, a web documentary, and so many other activities. Furthermore, in 2013, a Marilisco video contest was launched in 14 countries with the engagement of more than 2,000 youngsters, and actually the winners will get to travel to the European Maritime Day in Bremen. So as you can see, the Marilisco project has been very ambitious. We have been very active. However, we are even more ambitious, and we strongly believe that due to the quality and diversification of its outputs, adapted to the regional and national specificities, as well as the highly committed and skillful members of our team, some of which are here with us today, The Marilisco tools and mechanisms will continue to serve the aims of the project even beyond its lifespan, and why not be replicated elsewhere. So with that, I would like to close my presentation and thank you for your attention.